Tornado tears through Alabama and Mississippi. As winds toss cars and rip out power lines and trees, terrified residents are told this is serious. Take shelter now. An extremely dangerous tornado is ripping through Alabama, with residents being told to take shelter immediately as 1:40 p.m. winds batter the state. National Weather Service officials say that they have received dozens of damage reports as the storm continues to move through the state. They have issued a tornado emergency warning for Autauga, Coos, Elmore, and Chilton counties, adding this is a life-threatening situation and extremely dangerous. Seek shelter immediately if in the path of this storm. Forecasters said a large and destructive tornado was located near Vita Junction, or 12 miles northwest of Prattville, moving to the northeast at a rate of 55 miles per hour. A tornado warning has now been issued for Chambers, with the news saying the strength is not quite as robust and seems to be weakening, but is still advising people to seek shelter. Winds of up to 70 miles per hour are currently hitting Mississippi, Alabama and Tennessee as the storm moves southeast, with thunderstorms developing. The worst of the storms hit between 8 a.m. and noon, with those in Bibb, Chilton, Greene, Hale, Marengo, Shelby, Sumter, Tuscaloosa and Perry under a tornado warning. It is currently not tornado season, which stretches from March to May each year, and there is an increased risk of storms in November and December. Streets of Alabama's Morgan County have been littered with debris and downed power lines, with 10 to 15 people injured so far in the killer storms. Golf ball-sized hail was reported across the counties, with downed trees and structural damage littering the state. Authorities and forecasters are warning of the possibility of hours of destruction, with the area being pummeled by rain and wind. The National Weather Service office in Louisville, Kentucky, already confirmed a tornado with winds of 100 miles per hour touched down in the central Kentucky town of West Harrodsburg in Mercer County. Hillary Granboy, of the Morgan County Emergency Management Agency in Alabama, said so far, we've only had one report of an injury, and I don't know the status of that individual. As of right now, the preliminary report of a lot of downed power lines. We have some overturned 18-wheelers. Students in the city of Selma, Alabama, are on weather lockdown with schools taking the necessary precautions. Mayor James Perkins Jr. said the city had received significant damage from the tornado. He asked residents to avoid traveling on roads and to stay away from downed power lines, adding city crews will be out as soon as practical to clean up. In the meantime, stay safe and continue to report your damages through 911. The Storm Prediction Center said that the greatest risk of severe storms is a level 3 or 5 and will cover around 9.5 million people over parts of Alabama and Georgia. More than 25 million people in the Southeast and Ohio Valley are under some form of threat of severe storms, which could include damaging wind gusts and tornadoes. A tornado is a narrow, rapidly spinning column of air around an intense low-pressure center that reaches the ground from cumulonimbus clouds, also known as thunderstorm clouds, according to the Met Office. Tornadoes have a narrow width, usually up to 100 meters, 328 feet, but the damage can be concentrated and severe. As they develop, funnel-shaped clouds extend from the base of the cloud, and when these reach the ground, a tornado is formed. Tornadoes can have wind speeds up to 483 kilometers per hour, 300 miles per hour, and when they touch the ground can destroy trees and buildings in their path, throwing heavy objects like cars through the air like a frisbee. Tornadoes which occur over water are referred to as a waterspout, and those which do not touch ground are referred to as a funnel cloud. The highest surface wind speed ever recorded of 486 kilometers per hour, 302 miles per hour, is a result of the 1999 Oklahoma tornado outbreak. The greatest distance traveled by a single tornado was 352 kilometers, 219 miles, from Ellington, Missouri to Princeton, Indiana, on March 18, 1925. The most tornadoes in a single year were recorded in 2004. There were 1,820.